Mukuro Ikusaba is a student in Hope's Peak Academy's class 78, participant of the Killing School Life, featured in Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc or Danganronpa 1. Her title and talent is Ultimate Soldier. However, when we are introduced to her in the game, she's an entirely different person entirely. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, the one they call the Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm gonna butcher the name so many times in this video. Mukuro was born as the older twin sister of Junko Enoshima. Since their very early childhood, Junko influenced and manipulated Mukuro into working towards Junko's desire to paint the world in despair and planned to start the tragedy, which Mukuro was happy to support her. At some point, Junko adopted the Despair Sisters for both of them. Mukuro alludes to her early life of being on the streets and like a war zone. It is unknown if it is intended to be taken literally or figuratively during the free time events. At some point prior to becoming a teenager, Mukuro disappeared when she and her family were on vacation in Europe, where she joined the elite mercenary group based out of the Middle East named Fenrir Mercenary Group. During her time spent in the group, she never received a single injury on the battlefield, and received a wolf tattoo, as all members of the group were required to have. Some years after, Mukuro was called back to Japan by her sister to continue with their plan, but she was still eventually scouted to be a part of the class 78th as the ultimate soldier alongside Junko as the ultimate fashionista. To ensure that Mukuro's skills were still useful to her, Junko ordered her to slaughter an entire middle school using only her knife. This event was later dubbed the Jiburaya massacre. I probably butchered that, with only 2 survivors, best friends Takumi Hichihara and Shuji Fujiwara. This event had far-reaching consequences several years after Mukuro's death, such as Takumi becoming the infamous Killer and a group of unknown women who worship Mukuro to the degree of emulating her appearance and killer nature in the Danganronpa Gaiden Killer manga. It's pretty messed up to kill the whole middle school. On Junko's orders, she aided her sister in tracking down and discovering where Izura Kamakura was. Dispatching several security personnel, he attempted to attack Izura after he stomped on Junko, but was easily overpowered by being backhanded into a wall. That was a funny scene from the anime. Oh, Mukuro recovered as Junko gave Izura her speech, though he knocked her unconscious upon Junko waking up in the infirmary after being brought there by her sister. Mukuro beautifully delivered the message from Izura. When they exit, Junko bumps into Ryota Mitarai, and using her analytical powers to predict his talent will be useful for her. Both Junko and Mukuro carried out and succeeded in setting up the very first mutual killing game, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, involving the student council. He callously shot one of the members after she resisted killing, afterwards joining her sister and watching the carnage unfold on several TV monitors. Junko also pushed her to perform Tsubaka o Kadasai.
Hi? Who the fuck are these people? Hey look, there's a Chiaki lookalike over there. And sort of Tagami looking guy. And like Celise and Sumiki formed with the pink hair girl there. And for some reason a brunette Chie's here too. She's wearing like a Pikachu outfit. What? Student council members, we should not have you kill one another. I'm sorry, was there another Danganronpa game we just didn't even mention? Oh, dead. Fuck. And there's always that one super beefy dude in every one of these groups. What, weapons? Holy fucking shit. What is it? Does this say Jason, Freddy? Okay, Jason makes sense. Freddy, he has claws and shit. He gets in your dreams. It's Jason versus Freddy, chainsaw battle. I called dibs on chainsaw. This chick was like, oh good, I was just looking for an excuse to do this. Student council secretary Karen Kisaraki's secret. Give me wings. See, Red Bull, we weren't ripping you off. Please don't sue us, please. What? He's gonna Mukuro sing? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, this is fucking weird. Now they're gonna kill each other brutally while Mukuro's over there singing this fucking song just to make it even more disturbing. Oh, dead. Yep, fucking knew it. I knew that'd be the one to do it. Crazy ass girl. Oh, yeah, okay. This is fucked up. This is already fucking me up. This is like something about because they're singing it. You just have Mukuro over there singing it and watching them all sort of devolve into this is. Oh, this is fucking disturbing. No, Pikachu girl, no! Oh, thank God my aim sucks! Oh. Fucking hell, dude! Oh my God, and he just throws her body. Oh my God, Demon Lord! Oh, in the neck! Dude! He's just like, oh my God, this is boring. Mukuro just keeps singing. She's not stopped her face in the least. They keep doing this thing with their fucking eyes where their eyes go like 2 different directions. And for some reason that also makes it fucking disturbing. What's up with that? What's up with the fucking eye thing that really fucks you up? It's like the Yandere thing. Your eyes super dilate and they go in 2 different directions. Oh, you got shish kebab. Oh, Pepto-Bismol is flowing. Good God, seriously. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, too late. He's already dead. Oh my God, fuck. Oh my god! Oh, what the fuck? This is fucked up! Oh, fuck! Okay, I actually gotta stop there for a second. Okay, this shit's kind of fucking me up now. This is like, yeah. Oh, I don't like this. Don't like this. Fuck. I don't know. I don't want to watch anymore now. I really don't like this. So he stabbed him. He fell on top of her, and now he's smacking the thing that he stabbed him with, and it's going through his body into her. Like, fucking hell. Oh, this is gonna be a hard one for me to edit. This is gonna be hard to edit. Cause stop, dude. Just. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Shot right in the fucking jugular. What, everyone else is fucking dead? Yeah, what happened to Crazy Girl with the chainsaw? Where did she go? Is she dead? Oh, maybe that's her right there.
Makuro further aided Junko by threatening Ryota to use the footage of the massacre to kidnapping Mikan Miki after she was caught trying to check on Ryota, fighting off Peko Yama, lobotomizing Chise Yukizume so that she's on her side, developing further brainwashing methods overall. While Junko was under the effects of Yasuke's memory erasing technology and living as Ryoko Otsunachi, Makuro donned her Junko disguise for the first time and masqueraded as her, murdered 2 members of the steering committee and all of the Madurai brothers in either hand-to-hand combat or traps in Danganronpa 0. The steering committee basically were a bunch of bigwigs who basically ran all of the background research into the ultimate abilities, including experimenting on Izura/Hajime and causing all of the damage there. Basically, they led to the whole world being destroyed overall. The Madurai brothers are much more interesting overall, but the Madurai brothers are basically like, they were assumed to be originally one, but they look like this, and they're horrifying little monster crazy dudes. But imagine 6 of those guys. They all had different talents. Basically, they were all like six lips. What do you call 6 triplets? I don't know. Basically, they're all twins, and they all had different abilities. And they basically were like bodyguards for the student council that was murdered and massacred. But basically, it's like she took on 6 and managed to kill them all. Following the events, after Junko recovered her memory, she and Makuro further solidified the mutual killing aim by preparing the class trial room hidden below the school and pretended to befriend their classmates over the year of peace, just being friends. They both used their information gained from their classmates to set up the motive and locked all of their loved ones like Umaru Naegi in apartments in Towa City around a 6-month period. They also witnessed the Reserve Corps students committing mass suicide in Junko's command. During the tragedy, Jin Kirigiri, the headmaster of the Hope Seek Academy, planned to seal the school building. The students lived forever inside the academy in order to protect them from the destruction. The class agreed to the plan, and they sealed the building together for another year without knowing that the Ultimate Despair members were already in the midst. Makuro disguised herself as her sister and pretended to be also a victim forced into the killing game until she was able to exit, making a rule break after the first murder. However, Makuro was ultimately betrayed by her sister, who instead of removing her from the game after she stomped on Monokuma and impaled her on the spot with spears of Gungnir. Makuro was not expecting the betrayal, so she failed to save herself, succumbed to her wounds moments after uttering her final words, "Huh? Wasn't supposed to. Why me?" As the killing game progressed, Junko used Makuro's corpse as a trap for the remaining students, planted her corpse in the greenhouse on the 5th floor of the school rigged with a bomb and evidence to imply that this hidden 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba, had died as a result of a murder. Makuro's corpse was slammed by the Monokuma bomb, leaving only her lower body and hand undamaged as well as the impalement. The truth was eventually discovered and revealed by the remaining students. The corpse was the true Mukuro Ikusaba they had met, and that her sister was the one behind it all. Makuro briefly appeared as an illusion in Nagito Kameda's imaginary world following his death. She is seen behind several classmates behind a tree in his silhouette. Makuro lacks any publicly revealed concept art, even in the original incantation of Danganronpa distrust, likely due to the fact that she, as explained by Kazutaka Kodaka, the Danganronpa 1.2 art book, Makuro has plot device much later in development in order to make the twist of Junko swapping, where kanji for her given name is the kanji for corpse and dead body, reprising the kanji for war, battlefield, and a knife or an edge of a blade. It is unknown why she doesn't share a family name with her twin sister Junko. The Danganronpa 3 box set included a feature detailing an alternate ending of Danganronpa called Danganronpa Another End, which ultimately never made it out of the development phase. In this ending, all of the students escape at the cost of giving up their talents forever. In Makuro's ending, she decides to stop pursuing Junko's dream and becomes a hairstylist. Danganronpa If is a what-if scenario light novel in which Makuro doesn't die. Instead, she's the protagonist of the story. And after Makoto Naegi's nearly killed trying to save her, opts to put a stop to Junko's plan to both save her classmates and bring her sister to despair. However, her fate after this is unknown due to her part in the tragedy. The demo version of the main game begins at the investigation, and instead of Sayaka Maizona being the first murderer, it is Yasuhiro Kagakure. Makuro describes as Junko also survived and is able to participate in the class trial alongside Sayaka. Makuro appears to be a high school-aged teenager, though like the rest of her classmates, she is 2 years older than they believe. Makuro is about 169 centimeters or 5'7" tall, making her one of the taller women in Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Weighing 44 kilograms, she has a lean build, which is often described as concerningly thin by fellow students. She has fair skin with freckles across the bridge of her nose. purple-gray eyes, and wears her short black hair in a bob. She has no scars or marks whatsoever on her body other than a stylized black wolf tattoo on the top of her right hand, and she received during her time in the Fenrir mercenary group. Her build is also described as athletic by other students. She typically wears a basic Hope Speak Academy uniform consisting of a brown tie, white button blouse, brown skirt, black stockings, and black shoes. Other minor alterations include tan fingerless gloves, a brown jacket, and a red tie instead of her brown one. Being fraternal twins, Mukuro and her younger sister Junko Enoshima resemble each other very closely, but have noticeable differences such as Mukuro's bust size being smaller and her eye color being purple-gray as opposed to Junko's natural red eye. While in her Junko disguise, her outfit is identical to her sister's Monokuma hair ties. They are a set of cute rabbit and a large red and white bow. Her tie is also different, being dot patterned instead of bared pattern. Personality. Mukuro has a cold, serious expression and a reserved personality. She is completely indifferent towards other people, unless it's her sister Junko. Unlike her sister, she doesn't take any sadistic pleasure in hurting or killing people, but at the same time, she shows little concern for other people's suffering. Regarding them more as tools, such as when she was surprised Junko made all of the brainwashed reserve corps students commit suicide despite how useful they could have been. Contrasting when, in her Junko disguise, she maintains a more upbeat Valley Girl style persona. Like, totally, and like, into her sentences and speaking in a more haughty demeanor. She's friendly, albeit pushy, and while not a reflection of her true personality, it speaks to how Mukuro views her sister. While she is able to fool her amnesiac classmates during the mutual killing game, she slips up several times when she lets her guard down. For example, when speaking to Makoto on a date in the garden during school mode, she mentioned missing her chili stew. Other examples of one of those favorite presents being the ration item, enjoying any and all kinds of food, including she's not picky when it comes to it, and mentions playing first-person shooter video games. Mukuro is extremely loyal to and loves her younger sister Junko, follows her every order, no matter what it is or how Mukuro feels about it. This includes breaking and entering, kidnapping, committing murder, physical assault, performing lobotomies, and so on. She's also very protective of Junko, voicing concerns if she feels her sister will come to harm. However, in turn, Junko is cruelly abusive towards Mukuro, often physically, emotionally, and mentally tormenting her in a variety of ways, such as insulting her looks and weight, hitting her with a bat, and taking advantages of her insecurity. Due to the consistent abuse, Mukuro developed a deeply and unhealthy incestuous attachment to Junko. She turns ecstatic and feverish when thinking about or explaining Junko's relationship with her in despair, considering her own relationship with Junko is special because she's the only one who truly understands her. Though she's pretending she hasn't realized it yet, believing Junko is just shy. Ryoko is deeply disturbed and concluded that Mukuro's feelings for her sister are definitely not normal. She also finds pleasure in Junko's attempt to harm and kill her, believing that her sister will experience tremendous despair if she succeeds. To Mukuro, that means she loves her in turn. Despite her dedication to her sister, Mukuro expressed some hesitancy towards their end goal. In her final free time event with Makoto, she vaguely alluded to concerns of maintaining the same dream her entire life since childhood. She wondered out loud to Makoto about changing her dream or even finding out her own. Ultimately, this doesn't stop her from moving forward with Junko's plan and her subsequent execution. As shown in the non-canon Danganronpa If novel and Danganronpa S Summer Camp alternate universe, Mukuro is capable of befriending and becoming attached to her classmates. However, in both instances, she still regards Junko above her own personal feelings and the feelings of others. When she talks to Monokuma in her My Future event, she claims she'd be extremely distraught if ordered to kill them, and would still do so. Besides that, if she were able to bring true despair to her sister, as Junko wanted to experience, she would ruin her plans and go against the orders. Due to her training, she's highly proficient in both a variety of firearms, knives, explosives such as grenades, and hand-to-hand combat to a degree she's able to hold her own, or even defeat equally as trained individuals such as several of the Madurai brothers, the Ultimate Swordsman Peko Yama, security personnel from Hope's Peak, and even Sakura Ogami. Mukuro also showcased the ability to perform quick first aid treatment. She is also able to deflect most attempts on her life by her sister, while carrying on normal conversation with her such as blocking an ice pick and kicking a grenade out of a window, which is exceptional due to Junko's analytical skill. That's it. This video was a response to really just hitting 150 subscribers. I'm eternally grateful for every single one of you who have joined and become an ultimate today. I don't really necessarily force it or anything, but if you want to give me a like to spread this around the algorithm and just help the channel out overall, I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody.